Yeah, play the piano without my hands. Yeah, clear it up for me. What does that mean?
It's called electron technique.
Electing technique.
Electron technique. It's kind of electronic technique too.
Okay.
Okay, it's called electron technique, which is you can play the keys with your elbow, fist.
Oh.
Yeah, even with your head, maybe, but I didn't.
Right,
But,
right.
So it's called electron technique without playing the piano with your fingers.
With something besides your fingers, you're playing the piano.
So I don't think any pianist in Korea ever tried that before. So I was the first one.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not saying like crazy head banging to the keys or anything, but I sometimes play with my elbow or my fist. Because I don't see a piano people are thinking that if the keyboards are only the instrument in the piano, but I don't think so because I see the whole concept of the piano and I think of piano as a lot of instruments all together. Because if I lead the case up and look inside, there are strings. If I pluck them, it will be harp.
Right.
And if I beat the ulterior of the piano, it can be percussion or drum.
Okay.
I see it that way, so it's kind of different. So that way I can perform better and much funner.
Okay, so you're saying that you use some of these other, shall we say, I guess a good word is, it's a little bit of showmanship, huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Showmanship.
You do a little bit of showmanship, and that keeps people from sleeping during your show. Is that?
And then they have fun because I'm having fun.
Right.
Just because people often ask me, why don't you just play the piano like a normal person? Because is it just because you wanted to have something special than somebody else? But my answer is no, because I'm enjoying. Right. I'm enjoying and I'm having fun. Right. And then audience are having fun too, like me. That's why I'm having such a different kind of concept.
Okay.
Playing the piano.
So when you're playing the piano, you're not always sitting in one place, huh?
No.
Okay.
I move around. That's why second appearance on Star King show.
Yeah.
They named me Jim Seung-dol pianist, which is like a Jim Seung, like a beast.
Animal, a beast, yes. The beast rock pianist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I play the piano on the show like a beast with my fist.
Yeah. And you went
even with my butt.
Okay, really? Yeah. And do you really open it up and pick the strings like a harp?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Very cool. That must be very entertaining, actually.
It's really hard. It's really hard, actually.
Yeah.
Because I have to be musical at the same time. I'm not just performing the show like a circus.
Right.
I'm expressing my emotion with performing at the same time. So it's kind of hard, but I'm having fun and it's kind of really unique that I have something, like my style.
Right, and I hear you have a little story about Iroma.
I wanted to tell you because it's kind of fun for me.
Okay.
Maybe for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, since I was a kid, I was a big fan of Iroma.
Yeah.
Because his music influenced a lot of people.
It's beautiful music. I don't know if there's any native English speakers or foreigners watching it. Trust me, you've heard Iroma before because it's the #1 music in coffee shops in Korea.
I think, and in drama or movies too.
Dramas, movies, he's always playing Maybe and all of his beautiful songs. Yeah.
Kiss the Rain.
I'm a fan. Yeah, I like Iroma.
And even though some people who don't know who he is, I'm sure they know the music.
Sure.
If they hear it. Anyway. So I'm a big fan of his, and about 3 years ago, when I was in Korea for 8 months, I told you last week. Right?
Yeah.
I went to one of his concerts in Seoul, and there was a time when he signed to his fans.
Sure, a little signing ceremony.
After his concert.
Yeah.
I was in the line, was waiting on the line, and finally it was my turn. Yeah. I came up to Iroma and told him, now I think about it, it's kind of rude actually.
Oh, really?
Not really rude, but hear me out. I said, my name is Shin Ji-ho, and I'm going to be a pianist early future.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna perform with you on the stage.
Oh.
And I want to perform on the stage with you someday.
Yeah.
Like I told him, I didn't ask him, but can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I told you I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said, totally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember you, so just we're gonna play together. Maybe I thought he just said it in a polite way.
Sure.
Of course he would say that. I mean,
Sure.
He was not gonna say no. Of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he would say yes.
He gave you some encouragement.
Mm-hmm. And he signed.
And signed it and said, okay, someday we'll play together.
Uh-huh. So.
Very cool. And you won't share, so maybe we found out a little bit about your next album. Huh?
I wish.
You're not going to tell me? Come on. What kind of music are you? I do know that you don't always want to stay in the same genre, right? You want to mix it up, huh?
First album, okay, I wish there was a category just for me. Like a pop classic, maybe. But there were not. There's no category that puts me.
You mean genre? You don't want to.
I don't.
Don't define yourself.
I don't define myself
by one genre. Huh? Okay.
So first album should be in new age genre because it is new age genre. But I'm not gonna. I'm a pop pianist. I can do whatever I want to.
Yeah.
I can even do hip hop. I can do rock with my piano.
Right.
Like everybody will think, how can a pianist do a rock or heavy metal with piano? But I can because I have an idea. Because of that, I'm not gonna tell you or anybody about my second album because it's something surprising.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really different from my first album.
Okay.
But I'm kind of worried. What if my second album is the same thing?
Is the same thing? Same
what
kind
if,
of music?
What if? But I'm gonna.
We'll see. Huh?
Yeah, we'll see.
So have you written some of the songs already?
Already a lot.
A lot.
But I'm not satisfied with my music still. So I'm still developing my ideas. And
I hear on your first album, not only did you play the music, but you did some of the production. You did a lot, huh?
I wrote music. I conducted. Scoring for strings. So I did that. Like arrangements for scoring.
In most of the songs, how many, was it a small orchestra that was?
Like 4 or 5, 4 songs. It has like a quartet.
Okay.
Like a cello, 2 violins, and piano all together.
Okay.
So it was kind of hard working. I'd never done that before in my life.
Yeah.
So, but after I finished that work, the reason I pushed myself to do everything